Hi, everyone, and thanks for tuning into the ChannelVision podcast. We're here once again with NRS founder and president, Elie Katz, past guest on the program here. Elie, always good to catch up with you. How you doing today?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm doing well. Business has never been busier.
Great to hear. Great to hear. Why don't you give us a little recap? Who is NRS for people who might not be familiar?
So National Retail Solutions, NRS, or our website, nrsplus.com. We started by building a robust but very easy to use point of sale register for the independent convenience store, liquor store, tobacco store. And then we've gone into the gas station world, the pet shops, and some of the hardware stores. Basically, a really spectacular point of sale register for the SKU-based business. And it comes with a merchant app, it comes with a consumer app, it comes with a loyalty program, an inventory program, all the bells and whistles, and then some, not just to run your business, but to level the playing field with a lot of these other businesses that are out there that are competing for the same customer dollar.
So Elie, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the POS system and how this works?
So we have a few products. We have a point of sale system that our distributors and resellers and channel managers love to either sell or refer. And it's really the perfect system for these independent stores. And then we also have credit card processing, which is, listen, there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of credit card processing out there, and everybody promises you that they're going to save you money. But then when they walk into the store and you look at the person's invoice or the person's monthly bill, you see that they are throwing all these surprise hidden fees in there that the merchant did not expect. It's hard to understand based on all the different cards that were used. They're locked into contracts that if they cancel after, before 3 years or 5 years, they have a very heavy cancellation fee. And then they're also charged a very expensive piece of equipment fee. So our credit card processing is so unique because there's no cancellation fee, there's no contract, there's no hidden fees at all, and it's free equipment. So there's free equipment, zero hidden fees, no long-term contract, no early termination fee. So if you don't feel like you're saving money with our NRS Pay credit card processing, then cancel. Most people don't cancel because they like the idea that they don't have to be locked into a contract, so they feel they can leave at any time, but most people don't. So what does that do for the resellers, for the channel partners of ours? It helps them sell more because it's such a great product. We put a lot of marketing behind our product. For NRS Pay, one of our spokespeople for NRS Pay is Mariano Rivera, Hall of Famer, great, widely recognized by whether you like baseball or not like baseball, by whether you like the Yankees or not like Yankees. We have Mariano's symbol of trust associated with our product. And it's a big responsibility on our part. But with that said, that is why merchants feel so comfortable using us, because we work so hard to make sure that it is a very, very simple to understand and clean credit card processing. And that's why our channel partners are making so much money selling and referring our products.
And I think that bears repeating too, for Mo to put his reputation on the line. I mean, the Sandman, greatest closer of all time, arguably one of the greatest pitchers of all time, and with an impeccable reputation himself, really speaks volumes for the NRS brand.
I think I found a Yankees fan.
No doubt, no doubt.
I have to be honest with you that when I was asked to introduce him when he first came to visit the company, and I was in front of several hundred people, I had to look him up. Don't repeat that to him. But I'm not a sports fan, and I had to write the bullets. Oh, Hall of Fame, zero contested, this, that, But now that you know him, and now that we've worked with him, and now that we've been on television shoots with him, he is such a nice, good-hearted soul.
Stand-up individual, for sure.
Besides his talents, he just wants to give, help his community, etc. So I'm so proud and honored to be associated with him And I don't take that honor lightly. But with that said, it benefits our merchants that are using the credit card processing, and it benefits our resellers because, like I said, at the end of the day, our resellers, the people listening to this podcast, they want to be able to sell and make money. And hopefully they want to sell something that's going to benefit a merchant, but not everyone sells things, for altruistic reasons. But our product benefits the merchant and makes them a lot of money as far as the resellers, and it's so sought after.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of making money, one opportunity that you're offering here is that you're entering the gas station market, right?
Yes.
And one thing I kind of wanted to talk about was EMV compliance. Now, April 17th is the big deadline for gas stations, right? For EMV compliance. What are you doing to help local gas stations, and why should channel partners take notice of this?
So I'm glad you asked. So what we did was following along the mantra that we did with our point of sale register, which is to provide a very affordable but easy to use point of sale register into the hands of these independents and try to save them money while making them competitive. We provided the end-to-end solution for conversion of EMV. Right now, if a merchant wants to make their pumps EMV compliant, right? So Visa, MasterCard said, hey, if you don't make your pumps EMV compliant, we're shifting the liability of fraud into your hands. And while that seems maybe far-fetched when it comes to, like the retail stores, because, okay, I usually ask for ID when somebody is coming and checking out items, right? I went to Home Depot recently and I used my boss's credit card because I was buying something for him, and they didn't let me check out the items because they asked me for ID and they realized that I wasn't my boss. And I'm sure people do that all the time. And some people do it fraudulently, right? And where is the best place to do it fraudulently? And I'm not inviting people, but it's just common sense, at an unattended pump.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of fraud that goes on at these unattended pumps. And if these merchants don't have EMV compliance, then they are responsible now for all of that fraud. And it could add up to tens of thousands of dollars, depends upon what that person did at that pump at that time. So here is the options for the merchant. They can do nothing and take the hit, right? Gamble. People gamble all the time. I know a friend who doesn't have insurance on his car. Illegal. I'm not condoning that as well. But he says, listen, chances of me getting an accident are very slim. I'll save the couple $1,000s a year. Horrible way to live, but that's the way he lives. So merchants can gamble and not do the EMV compliant. They could pull out their pumps, which cost them a lot of money, construction, demolition, closure, right? You're losing business because your pumps are being ripped out and you got to convert it. It costs a lot of money. Or you can call NRS or one of our distributors or channel partners and say, hey, I'd like your end-to-end solution. And we come and we retrofit an EMV compliant unit into their pumps. It's a fraction of the cost of replacing your cost, a fraction. And now you're fully compliant and you have the world's greatest POS and the world's greatest credit card processing behind that product.
To kind of unpack that a little bit, what a combination. I mean, especially if you're in the New York metro area, you go into a gas station and say, look, I have a solution that can save you money, make you EMV compliant, reduce costs. You don't have to rip and replace any infrastructure. And oh, by the way, it's backed by Mariano Rivera. What an opportunity. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah, no, you said it. Absolutely. And the nice thing is, just like we provide clean and honest service in our NRS Pay credit card processing, we do the same when it comes to resellers and distributors. They get reports on what they're getting paid. Every dollar that is promised to them, they get. And it's hard to get resellers also sometimes with credit card processing, because some other company will say to the reseller, oh, we're going to give you 60% or 70% or some crazy number. But the reality is then if and when someone dissects the actual amount of money, and I'm talking a reseller dissects it, channel sales manager or channel partner dissects how much, it's like a high percentage of a certain amount of money that they decided what the amount of money. With us, we make it very clear to the reseller, to the channel sales manager, to the distributor, this is the percentage you get. And just like you saw, just like our customers for the credit card processing gets a clean bill, you see all the clean information, and that's what you get.
So, I know, your messaging is kind of, you get paid on time, every time, without any question, right? And that's kind of what channel partners should take away here. There's no nonsense. You're going to get paid, and you're easy to work with.
No nonsense, no surprises. And by the way, what I've seen during this pandemic, which is interesting, is, you'd be surprised who can be a reseller, distributor. It's not such a hard thing to understand. A very clean bill, right? It's this is our product, 2.49, 10 cents, $10 a month, free equipment, zero hidden fees, no long-term contract, no termination fee, no cancellation fee. So you'd be surprised, we're getting people of all ages that are doing side gigs or moonlighting, and they're using their relationships to make some extra residual income.
Now let's talk about timing too. I understand you just had a record month, right? Things are going really well over at NRS. So I'd like to talk about that a little bit. And also, where we are in the pandemic, it seems like a really good opportunity to help gas station owners to prepare for the influx of traffic that they're going to get pretty soon, right?
So I think gas station owners, or AKA the C stores, convenience stores that are associated to the gas stations, just like our independent convenience stores that are coast to coast, we have over 14,000 of them between the liquor stores, the convenience stores, and some of the tobacco shops. They've seen an increase in customers, because if you think about it, during the pandemic, where do you want to go? Someplace that you can run in, run out, not a lot of crowds.
Mm-hmm. Someplace quick. Yep.
Someplace quick. And what's happened also, and this is very unique and very interesting, is that I used to go to my fancy place to get a specific bottle of wine, let's say, or to get a specific bag of chips or whatever it is. I don't want to go to that big place anymore. So now I go and I take the bag of chips that I'm used to buying, and I say to the owner of the independent convenience store, I say, hey, can you get these bag of chips? And the person behind the counter is usually the owner or the decision maker, and says, yes, I will get them for you. You take that same request into a giant supermarket and say, hey, can you get this bag of chips, or can you get this bottle of wine? I'm pretty sure that you'll be either patronized at best,
it's not going to happen. Right.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So these, that is another reason, like these independent convenience stores, they've seen an uptick in amount of customers, and they've also, been building more loyalty amongst their customers, because they've shown their customers that we are your community store. We are here for you and for the products that you need.
And really, what's better than helping small local business owners, especially right now? You're helping communities grow, you're helping people stay in business, and that's a great thing.
Now I'm going to tell you about a feature that's coming out, and we're just putting the finishing touches on it. And I'm not afraid to tell you about it because we have a patent on this. But I mentioned about all the benefits of a convenience store, right? You run in, run out, not a lot of people, quick, small space. Those same benefits are being used against a lot of these convenience stores, because the crime uptick, or specifically in New York, I've seen, I get articles every day, has gone up during the pandemic over 30%. Over 30%. And that has really, honestly, on a personal level caused me some uncomfortable, I want to say sadness, but that's the word I'm looking for. That, you have these convenience stores that you're trying to help, but yet on the basic level of safety, they're in trouble. So we have patented a feature where if a bad guy walks into the store and says, give me your money, the old Casio registers, or the old, those old registers, you push a button on the register, no sale, or whatever it is, the drawer would pop open. On the point of sale registers, the POS, you have to usually punch in your code as a whatever it is to open up the drawer. So we have a feature that you punch in your code or you push a button on the screen, the drawer opens up. At the same time, a silent alarm is triggered, sent to the police department, and the police are dispatched. And that is something that's unique to us. It's coming out in the next few weeks. I believe it's going to be wildly popular. And certainly it's obviously going to be wildly popular for the people that are looking to sell our products.
Incredible. So you can get out of a sticky situation while learning the police at the same time. And you know, it sounds like a solution that
and not tipping off anyone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No knock to these silent alarms or these ambush alarms, like somebody else called it, but they're usually, you know, you got to push a button, you know, no touching the alarm, right? What do they say when
Yep.
movies, when they don't hit the alarm? Yeah, okay, my hands are not hitting the alarm. I'm going to open up the point of sale register for you so you can get the money. Bing, bing, boom, drawer opens, here's your money. The same time the cops are dispatched.
I mean, it sounds like a product that's going to spread like wildfire, especially in large cities. I mean, great feature. And when is this coming out again?
We are just putting the finishing touches. You know, like I said, we already have the patent on it. We already have the technology built. We are just, you know, now putting in the systems on, okay, what's the application they have to fill out? And, you know, then where do we send it? Just internal touches. So I would in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
So it seems like there's a fair amount of agility with this platform too, and commitment to improving it and adding features and you know, seeing what's working, what could be better, which is something that partners always want to see in a product, right?
Gerald, I'll tell you why partners want to see it. And that's a comment, by the way, you just opened the door for me, and I appreciate that. And I didn't even really, you know, I don't know. Partners want to see it because once those partners get the location, right, they sell a point of sale, they make a percentage every month of the MRC that the store is being charged, right? The store is being charged a monthly fee to have our register. And now as we come out with additional features and that merchant picks the features, then it costs that merchant based on, you know, there's plenty of features we come out with. We're rolling out new features and new upgrades every 45 days. But sometimes we charge for certain items and sometimes we don't, like payroll, we charge. Integration for camera, we charge. You know, advanced inventory, we would charge. This alarm system, obviously we're going to have to pay for a monitoring company in the back end. There's going to be a charge to it. It's a very, very small fee, but it's an additional fee every month. The distributors, the channel sales managers, they make more money every month. They don't have to do anything. That location will increase the amount of money they pay NRS, and that extra money percentage will go to the distributors that own that store.
So you're talking about residual income opportunities with this platform. You just keep getting payments.
That's it. Residual income opportunities.
Elie, great chatting with you as always. Thank you for the overview and the update. How can we learn more information?
Very simple. They can go check out our website at nrsplus.com. That's National Retail Solutions, but it's nrsplus.com. Go all the way to the bottom, click past all of our different products, and on the bottom you'll see there's a line that says become a distributor. Click on that and they can fill information and we'll call them. Or they can call our channel sales manager, Jim Bleemer, at 973-438-5115. That's 973-438-5115.
All right, fantastic. Again, we've been speaking with Elie Katz from NRS. Go check them out. Elie, thanks again for your time, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much for having me, as always.